So we are Talkaoke. We are a mobile talk show. This is
Will.
Will, what's your name?
I'm Alison.
Alison.
I'm Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Keith.
I'm Kate. That's Rick over there. And we are here to talk about whatever you would like to talk about. Have you come to the festival to see something in particular?
I've come to see design engineering.
Okay, the Dyson School of Design Engineering.
Yeah.
It sounds fancy, doesn't it? Have you been there yet?
Nope.
Okay, have you been to this festival before?
No.
Okay, what are your expectations?
Hi.
High. High. Okay, Imperial College. Phoebe's expectations are high. I hope they deliver. Have you guys got anything you particularly you want to see?
No, we'll just come with her.
Come with her? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something you want to study?
Yeah, I'd like to be an engineer when I'm older.
Excellent. Lady engineers. We're all about that. Very good.
Yeah. No, I don't think I could do the engineering part. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
bit too complex for me. But I have, like, honestly, anyone that does engineering, the biggest respect for.
But design in particular?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got like a closet design in your, as you've got a little notebook somewhere where you've got some secret inventions?
Not really.
No, okay. Be good. What do we need to invent? What is missing in our world? Because that's the thing, isn't it? You have to find a time machine. So that you're going to invent a time machine. Have they got one of those here?
I don't know.
Okay, come back and tell us. Come and join us around the Talkaoke table. Because that's the thing about inventing, isn't it? You have to find something that hasn't been solved, work out what the problem is, and see what it is. What can we work out? What needs to be solved out there in the world?
I still struggle. I mean, it might already be out there, but like a vacuum cleaner that can get into those little tiny corners.
Okay.
You see? Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like those trivial things that need to be
but it's
solved.
so important.
It's so good.
You agree? So yeah.
Although the Dyson is fantastic, you still don't get in the corners, does it?
Okay, are we talking like it needs to be just like a tiny little tube attachment or
something
something?
that would automatically do it would be great.
They do have those robo vacuums,
Yeah,
don't
but
they?
still don't get in the corners.
They don't get in the corners. What are we going to do? Well, you are heading to the Dyson
Yeah,
School of
so we're going
playing-
out back.
Go and wank your finger at them.
Yeah.
What else? What else needs to be solved out there? Difficult one. Let's think about that one. What would you like to talk about today? This is the thing about Talkaoke. We can talk about any subject under the sun. Are you Londoners?
Nope.
No.
Oh, you've come up especially for the day. Where have you come from?
Manchester.
Oh, very good.
Train out this morning.
Birmingham, Wales. Yeah, look at us.
Northerners.
Look at us, travelled in from the outskirts.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yes, very good. So, staying for the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to do anything else this weekend?
Not really. We're
Pet
going.
show tonight.
We're going to see Mousetrap tonight.
Very good. Do you know who did it?
No, don't tell us.
I don't know. I've seen it and I still don't know who
No.
did it.
Oh, right, okay.
I saw it about 20 years ago, so I have no
Gone since
idea.
then.
Do you know who did it?
I have no idea who did it. No, I've not even seen it before, so I'd like to go.
There we go.
Yeah.
You come back here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, will you come back here tomorrow and tell us who did it? Very good. All right, once you've been to the design place, will you come back and tell us about it and report that Hoover issue? Sorry, not Hoover. That's a generic. That's a brand name, isn't it? It's a vacuum cleaner.
An issue that needs to be solved. All right.
Okay, that's so interesting that you both got there. Let's think of other things that need to be solved. We'll come back. We're going to find some solutions to some big things today. Hello, come and join us. Come and join us. Hiya, you're like riding an aeronautic device there. Was that... Hiya. Say hello to me. Hi. Nice to see you. Was that designed in the aeronautics department? Yeah? Do you have to have a license to drive that, madam? Yeah? Okay. Have you been driving it for a long time? No. Okay. Good. All right. You look very competent and confident, though, so well done.
Do you want to say hello on the microphone?
Do you want to say hello?
Come and say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you visiting the fair or? Okay. What departments are you going
Hello.
to? Oh,
Hello.
I'm going to interview your mum if that's okay. I'm assuming that's your mum.
Yeah.
Went to the reflection zone. What happens there?
You put down all your thoughts on
Do sit down.
science,
Sit down.
current affairs,
Take the
global
weight off.
warming, astronauts, everything, isn't it?
Wow.
Leah, did we do some fishing in the reflections area? What did you fish?
Great. Come join us. You fucking ducks. Come join us and tell us about your festival. You
Sing a ducky song.
Oh, there's One thing we're not allowed to do on the Talkaoke table is sing. Otherwise it's karaoke, it's not Talkaoke, is it? So that's the thing. Yeah, tell us about your festival.
We reflected on science.
Okay. What reflections did you draw?
We drew a scientist.
Okay. You drew a picture of a scientist?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
What we tried.
What sort of scientist?
It was a particle physicist.
How do you determine from a drawing a particle physicist? How did you identify this as a particle physicist?
Crazy hair, big glasses.
Male or female?
Female, obviously.
Excellent! Because it's very interesting. We had this conversation last time. Was it quite often? Do come down, sit and join us. That quite often that when our conventional thing is that you draw a picture of a scientist, you draw a man. Oh, hello. Are you going to be a scientist? You are?
Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to be a scientist?
Would you like to be a particle physicist?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. Could you tell me about particle
Hello.
physics? Come and join us around the Talkaoke table. Very good, excellent.
See you later.
Tell us about other things you've seen.
Budding career on LBC.
LBC, really?
Campus
Tour.
tour.
Can you tell us quickly where you're taking these lovely people?
We have taken them from the Sheffield building. We
Yep.
have walked around the
Yep.
screen salon. We will then take them to the maths and computing component
Okay.
from that route.
Okay, great. What are you guys thinking about coming to Imperial? Maybe, possibly. Yeah? You coming to Imperial? Maybe. Yeah? Good. Okay, what do you want to study? No? Anybody got an idea? Because there's everything here. Aeronautics? Medicine. Very good. Thank you for dedicating your life to our health. We appreciate it. Great. After you've been on your tour, will you come back and tell us about it? Brilliant. Thank you. We're stuck here. We can't go round, so we need you to come back here and tell us what's going on out there. That would be brilliant. Thank you. Have a great tour.
That's great though. Like that's what I like. What a great day to have a campus tour coming around. Really showcasing what it has here. All right.
It's true. So we do need some students. Anybody actually attend Imperial College? We need to know what it's like.
Oh, sure.
Are you going to come to university here? No.
No.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's Catty. Who's Catty?
Daddy. Oh, did you
Daddy.
come here?
how
Has it
was it?
changed much?
Come and tell us about it. Go on, have a little sit down. You can all come and sit down. Hi. Come and have a sit down. It's fine. We're basically having a little chat. It's all right. It's all fine. I won't look at you. I'll look away. Come and join us. We're trying to find out what's going on out there. Have you been to see anything yet?
Just arrived.
Just arrived. When were you here as a student? Sorry, is that a bit... Does one not ask a scientist his age? 97 till...
2001.
2000. What did you study?
Physics.
Physics, which I believe is a natural science.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the definition of a natural science? Are those just the pure ones?
The proper ones.
What's the definition of an improper science?
So, is that engineering?
Oh no, that's not real science, is it? Okay, very good. And so what are you here to see today?
What we're here to see.
We're going to see the super bugs.
Super bugs? Are they like really big bugs?
I don't know yet. We haven't been.
Okay.
Are you excited?
Don't look me in the eye, whatever you do. No, don't look at me. Super bugs. So that's
And there's-
germs, isn't
There's a
it?
show on as well. The Science Museum are doing a show, so we're going to come and see that.
Is there a description of that? What's it sound like?
I don't know. They're going to do fire and things. It said.
Fire and things. Very good. After you say hello. Say hello. What's your name? What's your name? My name's Kate. What's your name? What's your name?
My name's Will.
Will. What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Gareth.
Gareth. What's your... Hello, Edward. Go on, you can do it. Oh! Will you come and tell us about the superbugs after you've been to see them? No? Okay. Fine. Whatever. Hi. Have you been to see anything yet? Yeah? Great. See you in a bit. Yes. Yes. What did you say? Physics. I've got nothing to say on physics. Got nothing to say on the subject of physics. I should have gone with physics, shouldn't I? But I...
That was my only good science.
Oh, really?
Well, I wasn't terrible at science, but physics was the one I was better at, which is odd for an artist.
Hi. Do you go to the university? Do you go to the university? Yeah. Do you go to another university? Not at the moment. What did you study at university?
I did civil engineering and then I did an MBA.
Sorry, what was the last bit?
MBA.
An MBA. Oh, so business and civil engineering.
First I did civil engineering at
Okay.
undergrad and then I did.
Okay, brilliant. Do come and join us. Okay. No, we need to hear about. Do you go to this university?
No, I work here.
Oh, you work here. What's your job?
Shall we go? Carry on. Okay, sorry, we'll
Oh,
come
no,
back.
no, no. I can stay. Stay and tell us where you're going.
We are just figuring out where to go.
Okay, sit down. Look at your map. It's fine. What's your name?
My name is Kefas.
Kefas, and what's your job here?
I do technical support.
Oh, technical support. Will you come and tell us what you've seen later on? That would be brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm not there. Technical support for which department?
Campus services.
Campus services. Okay. And so you're just here seeing the festival today?
I'm doing some support.
Okay, excellent. You're working. You are the person holding the whole festival together. Is that right?
Not really. I'm just making sure that people are paying for the food and drink.
Oh, okay.
Their payments are working fine.
Ah, so
people who are paying for the
digital
merchandise.
money.
Kind of, yeah, card payments and things like that.
Okay,
Yeah, and,
all right.
Yeah.
So if the phone line goes down, we're in trouble.
We have provisioned for something which is more like a SIM card, wireless.
Okay.
So we don't have to use the phone line
So
to
this
check
is
the payments.
so people could like do payments here if I had the right machine.
Yeah, yeah. Without
Don't need to be connected to
don't need
anything.
to be connected to anything. It's got a
It's
a
so
SIM
clever
card.
these
It's got a SIM
days.
card in it.
Yeah, no, I was in a market the other
yeah.
day and there was a market stall holder, no power, nothing, was
Yeah.
taking card payments.
Yeah.
You can also do it on phones now as well, can't you?
Yeah.
That's the thing, it's very clever stuff.
See, I love these moments. These are the moments where, I mean, I'm sure everyone else has them where you sit there and go, I'm in the future. This is the future. I can pay for stuff wirelessly.
I know,
It's
but
like, what is
there is also slightly how easy it is to pay for things now with never seeing money. I'm a bit worried. Do you think we're nearing the end of cash? Do you think it's
It is
going?
actually, yes, cash is very expensive to maintain
Interesting.
because
What makes
from
it
the
expensive?
time you go to the bank
Yeah.
to get it, to the time it's actually put in your cafe,
Yeah.
there are many processes involved.
Okay.
You have many people who are employed to manage that cash.
Yeah.
You have the risk as well associated with it.
That's true because
Because there's a bullion van that has got
Come
to
and
bring
join
the
us.
cash.
Come and sit down, all of you. Come and join
There
us.
is
Tell us about your
There
festival.
is a bullion van.
Yes.
Someone has to bring the cash. it
The
has to have a
security, the timing. Oh my
the
God, this is
timing
interesting.
To issue the change. So
Hi.
to manage it, to bank it, there are so
and join us, come and join
the
us.
processes involved
That's-
there. So many of the cafes here are going cashless.
Okay. We're talking about whether we're about to arrive in a world where there will be no cash anymore. It will just be digital money. What's your name?
Samiha.
Samiha?
Musab.
Musab?
Obada.
Obada. You are
Kefas.
Kefas?
Rick.
And Will.
And I'm Kate. Hello, welcome to Talkaoke. We've just been talking about, because Kefas is helping the stall holders here doing digital cash, so nobody has to use money anymore. Do you think we're getting to the end of when money might never be used again and it will all be done on digital transactions? Who knows?
It's possible, but there's always the thing of like on digital, you could get hacked and stuff.
Yeah.
But
So which is more secure, digital or physical money? Which is,
They are all not secure.
okay.
But in terms of the fact that this is a college, which is a university, you got students who need to maintain a budget, and when they use their cards or digital, they may not keep track of their spending
Okay, so do you
on
think
food and drink.
it's easier to be in charge of your
Yes,
money if you're
so
actually
if you
handing over?
discipline yourself and withdraw £50 for
And
your
that's
food and
all
drink
I'm
for
allowed
the
to
week.
spend,
That's all I'm allowed
right.
to spend.
Yeah.
And however, in other places, it's not the case.
Okay.
So with such an institution, we've got students who have a low budget to maintain, and they don't want you don't want
Okay.
them to be. So in other words, you give them an
So that's
option.
interesting. So that's a negative thing
Yeah,
about
you give
digital
them an
money.
option to have. Would you like to pay by cash or by card?
Yeah.
So then they say, "I'll pay by cash, please."
Okay, that's good.
You have given them an option.
So which do you think you'd be better at managing your money with?
Definitely a card, because
So that's easier for you. Why?
it's because it's more practical. Because carrying around cash all the time, it's quite difficult, and you know you're always a bit skeptical of getting pickpocketed or something.
Okay. Yes, you're worried about fear of crime is a big thing. It is. It's actually bigger than crime is.
Someone could always steal your card as well, but it's just harder, I guess.
Okay, but in terms of like managing your own budget, I don't know. Do any of you manage your own budgets? How are you on your budget management? Cash or card?
I use card now, but I do prefer the cash idea because I end up spending more than.
You know exactly what you've
well,
spent.
I'm just putting
Oh
on the
my
card
god!
And then you look at your bank account the next day and go, oh, whoops.
I don't even remember spending that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cash or card?
Like, I mean, I use card more, but I would be really sad if cash disappeared because like things like when you used to get like pocket money as a kid, like it wouldn't be the same if your parents were like, I've set up a direct debit, it'll be in your account on Monday. I enjoy that cash feeling. Sometimes it's nice to have a bit of cash in your hand, isn't it?
It's this thing we're trying to work out because there's lots of ways of paying digitally. Come and join us. Come and sit down.
I only want to watch.
Okay. What do you got to say?
I think that digital money would be more better because it's like you said, when you're carrying around cash, like if you're carrying around a big amount, people can just snatch it. While as card, it's just like simple. You just put it in your pocket.
So in terms of crime, that's the main reason why you think card over cash.
Yeah.
Say there was no crime in the world, which do you think? Oh, sorry.
It's also because tradition more like because you kept the money was like from the beginning, so you don't want it to completely disappear.
It's weird when things change massively, isn't it? Sort of like almost culturally, as you were saying, it's sort of you like the it's sort of like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just something about it, Like I always hear like my parents always moan about. I used to love the £1 notes and stuff like that.
Notes.
Do you know? And I'm like £1 notes. What? What are you on about? And then it's one of those.
There is, yes.
They're on about getting rid of 1p's and 2p's, aren't they now?
Well, quite frankly, they're just weights in your pocket, aren't they? 1p's and 2p's.
It's like if you got your piggy bank, which my son has at home.
Okay. Do you have piggy banks? No.
Yeah, and over a period of time, recently there was the fact that the £1 coins are now no longer accepted. So
£1 coins? Oh, the old ones.
The old ones.
Okay.
Very likely, we've got our piggy bank.
Before you go, quickly, just tell us where you're
We've got our
going
piggy
now.
bank.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna. We've not yet opened it, but very likely we may have some £1 in there.
No, a piggy bank with useless £1 coins in it. Quickly before you go, tell us where you're going now.
I'm going to be exploring a bit more the Imperial.
Okay, do you know which bit you're going to? No. Will you come back and tell us about it afterwards?
Yeah.
And tell us what you've seen and tell us the things that excited you. Come and tell us about your festival, people. That'd be great. That'd be really good. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Where are you going now? Oh, to the shop? What are you buying? Okay, come and tell us what's on sale. Thanks. I didn't know there was a shop.
But do you think then I know we have savers accounts, but a more accessible digital piggy bank? Is that still a thing? Do they? Is that a thing?
Digital wallets, definitely. That exists.
I saw this thing that was advertised on the tube where if you bought something, it would round it up to the highest pounds, and then the rest of that change would go into a sort of savings thing.
Oh, okay.
So if you bought a cup of tea for I don't know £1.50, it would be £2, and that 50p would go to a savings thing.
Your savings?
No. So you would pay £1.50 for the tea would cost £1.50.
Yeah.
But it would round it up to £2, and then the 50p would go. Whatever this app or whatever this thing system would work
so every time you spend something, it takes a little bit of your money and puts it somewhere safe.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
That's
I didn't
really
explain that very well, did I?
No, it's really interesting. Well, that's my job.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I thought that was good, but also quite
Okay.
It's kind of a good way of saving money if you have a bit of cash to spare.
Interesting. Are you good at saving?
No, I've got.
Come and join us. Come and sit down.
Some child accounts, child savers accounts.
Okay, for your kids.
Yeah, I try and get every month something very tiny
Very
comes
good.
out. Yeah.
Come and join us. Come and talk to us.
In terms of basically, it's in and out, in out. You know, by the end of the first week after your pay, you're back to where you began. You know.
It's hard. London's an expensive town to live in. London's a
days, today, 1 week from now. Yeah. So it's literally.
Imperial College, you're not paying this man enough.
Either way, I mean, it's because of the challenges that come with living in the city.
London is an expensive
traveling,
city.
childcare.
Yeah.
Costs of rent.
Yeah.
Costs of food.
Yes.
But don't quote me on that statement you say.
Okay, that's all right. We'll move on. I didn't say that. No, don't worry. I said it, not you. I said it, not you. What have you seen so far at the festival? Come and tell us what have you had for lunch. Final thought before you go.
Yeah, I think just hopefully everyone can enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
I've not yet brought my kids here yet.
Okay. Oh, how old are your kids?
5 and 2.
Okay, so borderline a little young to enjoy this.
Certainly, the idea of science and engineering is not yet sunk in.
Okay.
But they are quite good at mathematics, hopefully.
Great.
Hopefully, we'll solve many of the problems, because mathematics is about solving problems,
Ah.
Yeah, hopefully next year they'll understand.
Bring them along.
It's a bit too early, I think, for
Brilliant.
a 5-year-old, isn't it?
Well, I think there are some things here. I don't know.
The fun
We need to have a look.
The fun bit of it,
They seem to like the superbugs thing.
Yeah.
Superbugs.
I'm just imagining really big bugs. Is that me? Is there like a zoo of really big bugs over there? Anybody been to the superbugs? Need to know, are they just really big bugs? Yeah? Could be. Who knows? Are you going to the festival or for lunch? Festival or lunch? Come and sit down. Come and join us.
See, I might feel a little bit uneasy. Everyone walking. We're talking about superbugs and microbugs, and everyone's walking around eating. I'm a bit concerned. I'm a little bit worried about what's going on here.
One hopes there is a certain division between the two.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because otherwise, I'm feeling a little bit. And that's not against any of the food, but I'm just wondering.
Where are you guys going? Are you going to eat lunch, or are you going to a department somewhere? To get drinks. Excellent. Very good plan. Could you bring me one?
I think maybe on the superbugs there's like a decontamination zone or something. Maybe
yes.
when you come out you get sprayed or something.
I don't think they're actually infecting people in there. I'm hoping not.
Yeah, otherwise there's going to be people walking around with hazmat suits and like sprayers, just getting people soaked down, ready. Oh, what are you eating there? Is that a kebab?
Oh, that looks
What is that? Is that a burger? Kebab?
Burger?
What is it? Oh, the mystery's killing me. What is it? It looks yummy, whatever it is. I want some of that. Oh, look, we've got Domino's over there as well. Domino's a good shout. Always bringing your own food. I don't think there is, but when you got to have some Domino's, you got to have some Domino's, haven't you? There's a guy with a Rubik's Cube over there as well. God, there's so much stuff going on. It's so exciting. What are you guys going to see today?
I don't.
What are you going to see? Nothing? You just having a walk? Just enjoying yourselves? No, that's cool. That's all right.
There we go. So, where are we at?
Well, I want to go back to. I think it was interesting what we were saying before about that money, because there's nothing quite like saving up all those pennies in a jar and opening it for the holiday. All right, and find out. Now I think science is great, but I mean, do you agree with me? Science is great, but sometimes it can go a little bit too far, maybe. Yeah. See, you come tell me about it. That's what I'm talking about. Bring your food back. Come tell us what you're eating. I'm trying to decide what to eat actually at the moment. All right, it's a bit tricky, but. Yeah, do you know what I mean though? Because sometimes I feel like science is great, but you lose out on things that you love. I mean, it's just me. Somebody disagree with me. Come tell me. I wonder. What is that?
Can you show us that? That's amazing. Come and show me. Oh my goodness me! That is an incredible thing. Look, it's alive. Oh. Are you going to show me how that works? Throw it. Do I just throw it? Should I throw it? Really? Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's science in action there. Yes, that's science in action. Hello, where are you heading now? Yeah, we're good. You're heading for food. What's your food choice? Okay. I know, it's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? It's okay. I think you're going to be okay. Could you come back and tell us what your food choice is? It will help us narrow down our choices. And also anything else you see at the festival, come and tell us about it, yeah? have a delightful meal. We are Talkaoke. We're a pop-up talk show, and we will talk about anything you would like to talk about. So far today, we've talked about cash or digital money. Are we nearing the end of cash? We've discussed our favourite sandwiches.
Vacuum cleaners, yeah, and can't get those vacuum cleaners in the corners.
So design conundrums. So come and sit down for a minute. Just, you know, while you're deciding, come and sit down for a minute. It'll be fine.
How do we get more girls into science?
Well, do you know what we were talking about? Someone was drawing a picture of a scientist. Yeah. Well, things like this, I think, don't you? Are you a scientist?
I mean, yeah, I'm in year 12.
Okay.
And I'm doing my A-levels. I'm doing further maths, physics and chemistry.
So you're a scientist. Yeah. Let's get some names. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Cal.
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 K-A-L. Cal.
Cal, all right.
Anushka.
It's quite aggressive. Anushka, hello. I'm Kate. That's
Rick.
Rick and
Will.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're going to go into science.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What is this? Are you here for a taster? Are you here to?
Yeah. So I'm
get
actually
excited?
looking around. I would like to come to this university.
Really?
I'm looking at some others as well, but
Yeah.
I'm now just deciding on the course.
Okay. And what are you deciding between?
Material science, design engineering, and electrical engineering.
What is material science?
It's the study of materials. It's a nice integration of chemistry and physics and maths all coming together in one subject, which is
amazing. Okay. Science?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah? What's your science of choice?
I quite like physics.
Okay.
Yeah.
The easy one. The easy one.
Oh yeah. So, are you coming here? Have you had a look at the program? Are you going to see something special? Any talks? Any?
We're just kind of like making our way around.
Okay.
There's so much to see. Yeah, of course, we have mentioned.
Obviously, you need to fuel up before this massive scientific adventure you're going on.
Yeah.
Are you a scientist?
Yeah.
What is your?
Chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering.
But I didn't do anything. I went off to do something else.
Okay, so you work in another sector.
Industry. Yeah.
Okay. Want to reveal what?
Finance.
Finance. They've got a finance department here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do. There we go. You seem a bit sad about being in finance.
Yeah, I do. I wish I was back into science again.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you do that though?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Why don't you change?
Yeah, I am. I'm back. I'm just learning about
Get
it.
excited
The
today.
guy told me here, what you have to do to reinvent yourself is to go to a lot of hackathons.
Hackathons?
There's this guy here, an alum, and he said he did physics. He did physics, and then he did science. No, he didn't do it. He did physics, and then he did IT.
Sit down, lovely. Come on,
and he said, if to reinvent yourself, you go to a lot of hackathons.
So how would a hackathon help
I don't know what a hackathon is.
A hackathon is when a load of computers... What is a hackathon?
Isn't it when a load of computers just hack each other for the fun of it?
For the fun of it, but like, what are you trying to do?
Prove that you can, maybe?
Prove that you can.
So like get through people's security systems and stuff? Is that the thing? Or aren't they... Are they not trying to sort of invent new things or put new bits of code together or... I don't know.
It might be.
Anybody know what a hackathon is? If someone can come and tell us what...
Just where people come together, they share their ideas. There are often challenges like put in
How do we solve this thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So often there's a theme, and then it's like.
So it's
often
not necessarily
overnight.
about breaking into security systems.
No, not
Okay.
necessarily. No, that's what the name
You
suggests.
and the Pentagon, okay?
But it's.
We're
not.
going to
So
see
there's-
you on the news soon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so there are like different themes, and then you like different people from different areas.
So
come
it's
and
basically
create
celebrating
things, yeah.
computer programming.
Absolutely, and also like physics and other disciplines of
Great.
engineering as well.
This is what Talkaoke's about. We have a problem, we don't know what something is. Someone around the table tells us about it. What do we want to, what's your name?
Patricia.
Patricia?
Sam.
Sam. Okay. So the promise is you'll come back. Final thought before you go? Lindsay.
Really hungry.
Really hungry. I apologise for stopping you between you and your lunch. Thank you so much for coming to us, but come and tell us. Anushka, I need to know what you're going to do. Yep. Yes, please do.
If you are a girl, please don't be put off engineering and science because we really need more people. Just
Lady engineers, come and join us. Come and join us. Come, both of you. Yeah. So what do you got? What are you here to see? So let's do names again. It's Will. Patricia. Sam.
Katie.
Katie. My name's Kate. Nice name.
Sam.
Sam's and Kate's all round. Do sit down, ladies, and come and join us. What are you here to do, see?
What are we here to see?
We came last year, didn't we?
And you had a great time?
Brilliant time, yeah.
What was the best thing you saw last year?
Oh, I don't know. There was so much. There were so many good things.
Great. What have you guys seen so far?
We saw the volcanoes. We saw the time exhibition.
Oh my God!
went
Highlights.
into the
What was
fun
what? What were the volcanoes?
I'm not sure because we kept on like dipping in and out of it, but I'm sure
Okay.
they were going to make them explode at some point.
Okay, they're making volcanoes.
Yeah.
Like hot volcanoes or just?
Assuming they're hot. Can you get cold volcanoes?
I don't know, but they're not like making a real volcano. What are we doing? Come and join us. Come and sit down. We're finding out about everything. Today, so far, we're on volcanoes at the moment. We've talked about all sorts of different things. But yes, volcanoes. What's your name?
Zishou. Wang.
Val?
Wang, yeah.
Val. Okay, nice to meet you. Hello. Are you a student here?
Yeah, I'm fourth year Earth Science student.
Earth Sciences. So you might know about volcanoes. Do you know about the volcanoes here?
Yeah.
There is a volcano exhibit, workshop. Someone's making volcanoes. I'm a bit worried. Are there fire extinguishers? I hope so too. Very good. So what would we like to talk about today? This is Talkaoke. It is a chat show. What have you got there?
I don't know. Do you know what these are?
I don't.
I picked these up on the way out. I don't know what they are.
These are mystery things. Oh, see you again. Bye-bye. Okay, so these are just interesting things in your pocket, are they? Yeah. Okay. What? Do you know what any of them are?
We just picked them up on the way out.
Okay, there we go. Do you like science?
Yes.
What is your favourite bit about science?
I like experimenting with things.
Okay, what experiments have you done?
At school, we're experimenting with sunflowers.
What experiments? What is the experiment? What's the point of the experiment?
We like do different experiments, like whether our plant pots with drainage or no drainage holes
Okay.
affect the plant.
Interesting. Have you come to any conclusions?
We've only just started. so
Only
not
just
yet.
started. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Come and tell us about what you've seen. That would be brilliant. Broken fork.
Can you say about the lady we saw at the Royal Institution? Because she works here, doesn't she?
Have you been to the Royal Institution lectures? Oh, I went to them when I was a kid. They were brilliant. What did you see?
A couple of months ago, we what was her name?
We saw the lady who works on Saturn and Jupiter, and she told you to come here.
She actually works on Saturn and Jupiter.
Yeah,
That's a long commute,
it's a long
isn't
way.
it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's her name?
I forgot what is her name.
Come and join us and Talkaoke. You can eat here and sit and eat if you would like to. Come and join us. There you go.
What is her name?
Okay.
I don't know what her name is.
So what was she talking about? Do sit down. Brilliant. First of all, we need to know what everybody's eating because we've got to choose our lunch in a bit as well.
She was talking about
Do sit down.
Jupiter and the mission to Saturn in the Cassini project.
Michelle Doherty.
Michelle Doherty.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
And so she is a space scientist.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Was she very inspiring? What sort of things was she telling you about Saturn and Jupiter?
She told us lots of facts.
Showed us lots of photos.
Photos of Saturn and Jupiter.
Great.
And like how what the Cassini did before it died.
The Cassini, because that's the satellite that's just gone out into deep space, hasn't it? They just waved it off. That was quite emotional. That when I read some descriptions of some of the scientists who say, do you know what it was? There was this big deep space
The Cassini
satellite
that was hers, yeah.
its trajectory meant it was never coming back to Earth, and it's just left our contact zone, and it's they always knew it was going to head off that way. Yes, you're all eating. It's very hard to ask you questions, isn't it? You've paused. Hello. Have you just final thought before you go?
It's great here. It's really good for kids.
You're having good. Great. And you're going to be a scientist. Excellent. More lady scientists. Excellent. Well, not that we're going to. You may be male scientists too. Are you studying here? Are you intending to study here?
Well, that man over there is my dad.
Yeah.
And he's an alumni.
Aha.
So we came here to visit.
Chemical Engineering and Chemical Technology 1988. Excellent. So you were here for
4 years.
4 years. Has it changed much?
A lot.
Ah, that's good. You kind of want a science education establishment to move with the times a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've built a lot of building work, a lot of new stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, great.
Impressive.
Okay, and you're bringing the family to see your old haunts. Did you know him then?
I met here, or we met in the UK after we were both graduated.
Okay. Were you a scientist?
I'm an engineer, mechanical engineer.
Mechanical engineer. You weren't studying here?
Belgium.
Okay, very good. Excellent. This is great. And what are you here to see today?
Well, I asked if they were interested to come, and they surprised me by saying yes. So that's why we're here. And since they've been here, they've been.
Why? Yeah. Why was it surprising?
I don't know. I mean, they don't really react very much. I can't really blame you for that, but I am studying mechanics right now in Ghent. So yeah, I'm very fascinated by how it's all done in England.
Okay. Yes.
Because the one that I go in Ghent is one small campus, and this place is one ginormous campus that does everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, the list of departments here is absolutely extraordinary. Are you a scientist as well?
I'm still in high school at the moment, but I'm very interested in all the science stuff, and it's very interesting to be here. You can learn a lot just by talking to people that
There's
are
some
here
extraordinary
doing some projects,
minds here, aren't there? What have you seen today? Which departments have you been to?
We've been to the Aero department.
The aeronautics.
Yeah, and we've had quite a long talk there with a.
There's a flight simulator in there.
We haven't. Yeah, we've seen that.
Apparently.
Yeah. But we didn't play with that one. We talked with a man near a jet engine, talking about how like all the combustions happens and how the air goes through it, and the new. The incident that happened a couple of weeks ago, it is?
No, a week ago. The one where
an engine crashed, yes.
The rotor blade came loose and hit the...
Oh, and it went through the side of the plane, yes.
Someone died.
One of the woman sitting in the window seat died, unfortunately, I heard. So, yeah.
And so we talked about how it could have happened and what the main reason could have been, and it was very interesting to you can learn a lot here just by talking to him.
So that's, I suppose, material science, isn't it? Because it was about metal fatigue and things like that, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Hi. Oh, we haven't done names. Let's introduce ourselves. That's very rude of me. I'm sorry.
I'm Britta.
Britta.
Michael.
Michael.
Reese.
Reese.
Yayan.
Yayan. I'm Kate. That's Rick. This is Talkaoke. Welcome. And we can talk about whatever you want. Some of the subjects we've covered today so far was, is it the end of cash in the world, or is all money going to be digital? Do you think, is that a thing, do you think?
I don't carry cash, so...
You don't carry, really? Never?
Well, I do, but like when I go to the US, I literally do not carry cash.
Do they just not use it anymore?
No.
It's just not...
And even paying a coffee of a
the tiniest amount.
You can easily do that on your plastic.
Yeah.
Which, especially as a tourist then, because I'm a business tourist,
I
find it very convenient, if I'm honest.
I'm really enjoying your glasses, by the way.
Thank you.
They are very... It's quite hard to focus on them because they're really great. I've never seen glasses like... You've all got great glasses, actually. Yeah.
You need to go to Talkaoke in Antwerp.
Okay, that's the place, isn't it? That's the place to buy glasses. I'm a new glasses wearer, so I'm a little bit resisting it at the moment. That's great.
Buy fun ones, and then it becomes...
Oh, then it becomes okay, does it? All right.
Make a statement.
That's so interesting. I think I occasionally work in a shop, and I'm just feeling like there's a tipping point where people are stopping even on the tiniest purchases. So you just bought some coffees, and you bought them on a card, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But the thing for me is you still get that minimum spend. That's what gets me when it comes to card. No, I had it the other day. Around the corner. Yeah, I went in. There were like £5 minimum spends.
That's actually should be going.
Really? Because that would be a game changer for me. If that went, I'd be on card more.
Certainly in places I've worked in, it's going.
Or you have otherwise it's like a 50p charge, isn't it? Is the other one they do?
No, that's got to go. That's got to go. That's rubbish.
Yeah.
That's great.
Contactless, where you just press yes and that's it.
It's gone. Yeah.
Nowadays you even have in your phone like an NFC kind of thing. It's near frequency currency. So what it is?
Near frequency currency.
So you bring your phone close to the contacting thing, and if you just pay through your phone, so you don't even need to use your contact. It's always for small prices, of course.
Okay, There must be a limit on what you can spend.
It's like below 20.
Because otherwise you could just hack into your phone and then steal all the money.
Or even just walk too close to something.
Yeah, that too.
That's more worry.
Be careful with it because it does happen, but that's why it's limited in amount. It's 20 euros.
Yeah.
So.
But I've seen, because you can get it's almost like a Faraday cage for your cards, can't you?
Yeah.
That you can put them in and it protects you against
Wallets,
anybody walking past to scam it, isn't it? Yeah, they're genius.
You used the fridge like that, didn't you? Yeah. So what happened? What was
Science families in the house.
Yeah, one day we were like, okay, we are preparing on a visit to somewhere, and we're like, where's the key? And Mama was like, oh, in the fridge. I was like, are you kidding me? Why? And so your key could be stolen somehow through.
Key for what?
Car.
Key. I had an attempted theft on my car.
Yeah.
And the police gave us quite a good explanation, and afterwards the garage too, that a lot of these cards which now just open when you're close enough to the car, they're very easy to hack.
Right.
You know, if somebody's around you when you unlock your car, it's very easy to hack the frequency.
Okay, they
And
hear the bleep.
And afterwards they can get into the car.
Okay.
And the way to make sure that doesn't happen when it's in the house, because they still need the
So they
frequency.
could be outside your house and still.
They can
Well, not just that. Your key can be somewhere in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And the car can be parked outside. And depending on the distance, the key's still in contact with the car.
So
they can just go up and open the door.
That's what happens with your car. He now has a car that just needs the key in the vicinity to be able to open.
Yes, you can have it in your pocket, don't
he
you?
just needs to drop it somewhere in the car and he can drive it infinitely, or it's open forever. But if he's far enough away, or he gets away from the key, he can't drive anymore. So that's also what happened with you. You forgot to ask the key from Dad. You were going to drive away with his car, and it stalled because it wasn't close enough anymore. Well. Started complaining.
Oh, so when you drove away, he was standing nearby, and then.
I don't know, about 25 meters away.
And the.
No, he didn't stop. I realised he was complaining that the key wasn't there anymore.
That's hysterical.
Story. But anyway, putting your key in a metal box or in the fridge.
Okay.
If you don't have a metal box
I like
handy.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. So,
protection for
to stop your
car
key being hacked and to protect yourself from nuclear explosions, get inside a fridge. Apparently.
The key's good enough.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to sit with the family in the fridge.
No, it is
Too, so that's not going to happen.
Well, that's a refrigerated truck. We could all just get inside there. We could take that.
Oh, come on, it's all in good fun.
Oh, there we are, there we are.
See, I had my first experience in one of those cars that you just need the fob for, and I was looking for the handbrake for quite a while before I realised it's just a button now, isn't it? See, these are the moments where you really have to put your faith in technology, and I'm still a little bit dubious when it comes to that. I'm going, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I am. I don't know what it is.
But there are those bits of technology that will stay with us because they work, and then there are the ones that are experimental and they just fall by the wayside because of one thing we were talking about earlier was because there's a design school here, so we were trying to think of if there are any problems in our lives that need a design solution. Have you anything? A portable fridge for your keys, because that's
so just buy a little box. Buy a little metal box.
Oh, just a little metal
Easy
box. There we go. There we go. Yes. Okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah. I like.
But do you think the more inventions we make, the more problems that we then create that now need resolutions?
I would agree with it, but there's sometimes if you make a perfect product, there's no problem, of course, but you have to have sometimes a problem to learn from your mistakes to make a better product out of it. So
yes,
of course there's going to be a problem.
That's also one of the principles on which airplanes change. But for example, now with the incident last week, many changes are going to be made to engines to prevent that from happening again.
Yeah.
So inventions, sure, they bring bad consequences, and sometimes we don't see them coming, so we have to change them. But through learning it, we can become more comfortable, because if we didn't jump to conclusions and sometimes try things, we wouldn't have as comfortable lives as we have now.
It's true. But that's interesting, because we often rely on technology to solve all our problems, don't we? Certainly with things like climate change, we're going, oh, we'll invent something to sort it out. We don't need to change our behaviour.
I'm afraid that it's going to have to be both, because there are Yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start.
No, it is. It's very important. Yeah.
Well, some way to probably change the gases in the air, which are one of the main causes, should probably pop up in the next 10 years, because otherwise, we're going to be in deep trouble.
A technological solution to
if we could
carbon emissions.
if we could make some kind of advanced tree, that would help a lot.
An advanced tree.
They recently did make synthetic for photosynthesis.
Plants made
Wow, really? Because that has been, we've understood the science of photosynthesis for a long time, but we haven't ever been able to
So recently they
recreate
built
it.
a prototype out of completely self-designed carbons and stuff, building it into a specific plant shape, finally. And they said they would use it to travel and stuff. It's very interesting.
Excellent. Very good. That's good. This is what we need. We need.
Also, recently we've seen stuff with a chemical. What? It's interesting.
You should be proud. Don't hold your head in. It's brilliant.
Well, as I said before, I'm studying at Ghent, but we also have a small chemical course. It's just 2 hours every week, and also we see the aspect of nature and dirt and stuff we create when we create our product. So one of the problems is that our fossil fuels are going to be finished by 2050 at least. And actually it's even worse, because that's with a special kind of oil.
Is that a real thing? Because we've been talking about the peak oil and the end of fossil fuels forever.
Yeah.
The whole of my lifetime we've been talking that they're just about to run out, and this is one of our problems, that they never seem to. So we're not evolving away from them.
The fact is they are going to. Maybe it's indeed exaggerated that it's in 10 years. Maybe it's not going to be next century, but they are going to. And if we ignore the fact that they're going to, we can't really make new inventions that will come up for them. Because once fuel is gone, it's going to become a whole lot slower, because we can't go by car, we can't go by plane. Nowadays, you can be in one day, you can get from one side of the world to the next because of fossil fuels. But we'll need new inventions, not dependent on those fuels, so that, it's first of all better for the planet, and second of all, we can then use fossil fuels for other stuff.
Yes.
Tesla is playing a big part in that, because they're making electric cars.
They are making electric
cars.
cars.
Even here in England, there's way more electrical spots to charge your car back up than in Belgium. I haven't seen that many in Belgium.
Oh, I don't.
But here there are quite many of them. So
I don't know how good the network is here.
There's an initiative, I think, in the UK at the moment to try and get most cars, stop car manufacturers of petrol and diesel produced cars and switch everything to electric by something like 2030, isn't there?
It's actually
some
very
scheme
soon,
there, isn't it? Yeah.
So the charging network is improving rapidly here.
That will change the local condition, but the electricity you're generating is still massively coming from fossil fuels, either from coal or fuel or gas. That's still going to be a major component. Admittedly, wind farm, electrical, wave energy is coming along, but it's not more than 5 to 10% at the moment. So there's still a long way to go.
There is a long way to go, but do you think we are doing it? I mean, what's it like in Belgium? What do you know? What percentage of your national grid is from renewables?
I believe 15 to 20. I think
that's quite high.
Too low.
So what's your renewables there?
You can buy electricity from a green provider.
So you can here as well.
They don't use fossil fuel. Then it's only wind and wave power. So. But that's still only sort of a niche product. It's not.
When I say low, I'm comparing with Germany and Scandinavia.
Which are what's the percentage?
I don't know the percentages, but they got entirely, areas and cities already
that are completely renewably run.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yes.
Well, what's great is the second you get somewhere that's doing it, it becomes proven that it is possible and it's financially viable, which is great.
Do we think these efforts are being negated by other countries? So stuff like, you have the Paris Agreement and then countries sort of withdrawing from that. Do you think that then means that actually... Yeah, but do you think that negates the hard work being put on by those other countries, and that in a way overshadows what's happening? It doesn't reach the populations of other countries?
It's always It's always the discussion, is it true? But the fact is, many things are changing, not all around the world. Storms are getting more frequent and worse. Cape Town, I've recently read an article, is completely dry.
Yep.
And also because of the government underestimating how fast it would happen, they hadn't had any renewable sources, so it's going to be a big pain for Africa, because of course it's a very dry country.
Yep.
Then also here in Belgium, we always have this 1 week that's a little bit warmer than what's actually supposed to be. It's like this thing in Belgium. This time, that was 2 weeks ago. That usually happens somewhere in winter. So yeah, all those things start to change.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've just had the longest winter I think we've ever had. Like, the snow has just been perpetual. It's not stopped.
The light levels across Europe this winter apparently have been some of the lowest in recorded history.
Yes, I mean, there's definitely evidence to say that there needs to be a change, but is enough being done, is the question.
No, never enough being done.
Well, that's because some big countries are so divided. For a good example is the USA. Their president literally doesn't believe in it, and he was chosen to be president, so there are probably a certain part of his followers who think the same, which is a big problem because, unfortunately, he has now got the power to change things for the better and the worse. And let's face it, he's done only things for the worse in that regard.
And he did, he did actually go out of the contract. There was a contract.
The Paris Agreement.
The Paris Agreement.
The Paris Agreement.
The entire.
I know, but it is hard to avoid him, isn't it? It's it's weighing heavy on all of our hearts.
He's almost everywhere. He's everywhere almost.
And that's the problem.
Is he here?
I hope not. I hope he never.
I said almost.
I've got a bit sad.
It's the thing is, you don't want to talk about him, but you end up talking about him because of the things that happen.
Of his position and how powerful and our incredulity that it's happening.
Because it all started as a bit of a joke, and everyone sort of went, "Oh, you know, he's really funny. He's running," and the joke kind of ran dry quite a while ago, and yet now we're left with this terrible burning mess of.
It's a very, very bad joke now, isn't it?
So it's not good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no longer a joke.
But then when you're saying someone like, okay, so if the US pulls out of pulls out of the Paris Agreement, is that enough to derail it? I think when negative things like happen, it actually galvanises everybody else and go, come on, we've got to do something about this because it's so wrong.
Well, they do say that it takes like an extreme disaster to unify people, but is it going to happen too late? Is there going to, like we've already spoken about the different weather changes and the climate changes happening on the planet, is something catastrophic going to happen that is just irreversible? And we go, well, we tried to warn you.
Okay, so do we need a catastrophe for us to change our behaviour?
I'm afraid so.
You think so?
Come on. How many times have mankind waited until it was too late only to try and fix what's not fixable anymore?
How many times? Brita, come on. No, but it's really interesting. We live very comfortable lives. So it's very difficult here in the West, in developed countries. Do you think we need a catastrophe for humankind to change our behaviour? Or are we going to do it? Or do we need these scientists to solve it for us? Come join us. Come and sit down. Come on, find a spot. Yes. Come and sit down. There's this thing that, are we all too comfortable? Do we change our behaviour without something going wrong? Or do we need something to go on? What are your names? What's your name?
Oh, William.
Oh.
Emily.
Harriet. Let's just get everybody's names. Brita.
Michael.
Reese.
Yayan.
It's quite a Welsh name, Yayan, almost. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Kate.
I share the great name of Will as well.
Well, I'm Kate. Welcome to Talkaoke. Do you think that it takes a catastrophe for human beings to change their behaviour? Is it, or Yayan is convinced that it has to go horribly wrong before?
Not horribly, or I hope not, that it's
Come
at
join
least salvageable. But one of the examples is, at a certain point, we discovered that whale oil could be used to light lanterns and stuff.
Yes.
And we were chasing them and hunting them until they got extinct. And when they started to go extinct, we were like, yeah, this isn't viable anymore. We can't. Well, it's not, we can't kill them or we can't raise them, they're too big, so we have to find something else. And they did. And only then did we leave the whales alone again.
What were you about to say?
I absolutely don't think it takes a catastrophe for people to change their behaviour. I think it can take just a very few influential people who believe in what they're saying. So I think you can change things.
Great. I like it. Optimistic. Oh.
The thing is then, they need to be influential, and it doesn't happen that often that the good people get to the power to have those kind of influences.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Example of the bad case.
Yeah. Trump. I know, it's impossible. But okay, so we also live in a world where influence has got a different thing. It used to be you had to be empowered to be influential. Now we have communication methodologies that allow influence to happen in different ways. Hi.
And that worries me somewhat.
Oh, does it?
Very
what
much
worries
so,
you?
yes. Well, what worries me is we've spent centuries building up civilization structures
Final thought
which
before you
prevent all the bad things that used to happen years ago, and now we're basically replacing those with Facebook and Twitter, which nobody's got a clue how they work. They scare me quite a lot.
Okay, that's it. Final thought before you go, and then we'll come back to that one. Final thought? Anything, any subject. Lunch? Where are you heading now?
Thank you for allowing us to have our lunch.
Absolute pleasure.
We're going to go to the material section.
The material section. Will you come back and tell us about it afterwards? That'd be really great. Final thoughts before you go?
This is lovely. This is a really lovely place to be.
It's good. Well, just Imperial College or Talkaoke?
Everywhere here.
Everywhere.
Here.
Brilliant. Thanks, Reese. Jan, final thought?
Thank you for having us.
Please come back again. That's great. We need your expertise because we're talking about social media here, and I suspect you're the demographic that needs to help us out. Oh, food. It's a difficult thing.
It is food.
Very good. Come and join us.
I've got somebody.
Hi. Come and sit down. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael. And what's your name?
Una.
Una. I'm Kate. This is
Martin.
Martin. Hello.
Hello.
So the thing about social media, Martin, is that it's a tool. And tools like an axe can be used well and they can be used badly. Is it all bad, or can you see any good in it?
I'm not seeing bad in it, I'm seeing the unknown in it.
The unknown.
The unknown.
Okay.
Nobody knows how they will work.
No, it's true. And it's a big old Pandora's box that has been opened. I don't imagine you two are on social media yet. You might be a little bit young for that. No. Where have you just been on the festival?
Oh, we have been to the cancer research facility there.
Okay. What did you learn there?
We learned about cancer, of course. The clue is really in the name, you get it, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, forgive me. Yeah, oh, fair enough. Did you talk to people who are working in research there then?
Yes.
Okay. Did you learn anything new?
I learned about how they learnt about cancer, like the machines, and they were really interesting.
What are the machines doing?
They were like taking scans to see what parts of cancer were taking the proteins out using this special gel, and it takes roughly 1 hour.
Wow, so really quick ways of diagnosing things.
Like pulling the proteins apart and then telling which ones are to do with cancer.
Okay, so examining people's cells and being able to read information from there and relating that to cancer.
Basically, I guess.
Wow, amazing, isn't it? It's good to know that people are doing that stuff, isn't it? That's very good. Do you work here, or are you just visiting?
Just visiting. Just visiting. I think I saw the same.
Oh, you've been to that same department?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you learn there?
Well, I saw the same exhibit that these.
Right.
I've forgotten their names. Terribly sorry.
Michael and Una.
Michael and Una saw, yes.
Is that right? Martin, yes.
Martin, yeah, where they were analysing the various proteins from cancer cells and using it. It turns out cancers are a lot more complicated than people thought.
Well,
and there are lots of different kinds of cancer. Even if the same sort of cancer, there are lots of different kinds and ways it can happen.
It is. It's just this one big blanket term, isn't it? That is sort of this big demon in a lot of people's lives, and actually here we're breaking it down into
and finding out ways of detecting exactly which kind of cancer you've got, which makes sure they can give you the right treatment for it.
And early detection is the big thing, isn't it?
Yes.
With most cancers. Yep. And so that's why those processes are really important, because they're about finding out early. Is that right? Okay, right.
Also, they're a heck of a lot of money. Like £600 per a few cells.
To do the test?
To buy some cells.
To buy some cells?
Yeah.
Cells cost a lot of money?
Yes.
I've got some cells. I'll sell it to you for £300.
The cells separated from the actual body.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Otherwise, we'd be paying. I mean, we'd already have cost like millions of pounds.
Medical research is very expensive.
I don't get it. They should lessen the price.
That's interesting. Is medical research too expensive? Yes. Okay. So why is it important for it to be cheaper?
Because we want to find out how to beat cancer before it gets too big. And people could die quicker, but then...
It's true. Okay, so yes, medical research is very expensive. Developing new drugs is incredibly expensive. Where are you heading now then? What's the next place you're going to go to? What do you...
I'm afraid mine is lunch again.
There we go. It is lunchtime and we are in the food zone, so it is fairly understandable.
Yeah, so
if you'd like to grab your lunch and bring it back here, that'd be great.
Okay, I might do that.
Yeah, no, that'd be fantastic. What are you laughing at? Thank you, Martin. Final thought before you go.
Yeah, will do.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, before I go, final, what am I saying?
A final thought on any subject.
Okay. Will the internet spring to life?
What? I don't even know what that means. You can't just say that and leave. Will the internet spring to life?
Yeah, it's a very complicated system with lots of interactions, and you get these things called emergent phenomena, which are things which have come out of the chaos of their own accord.
Martin, you're just saying these huge things and leaving us. I don't understand.
I'll come back again. I'll get my lunch and come back.
What?
So, I think it means, does it like, the internet has naturally, so you know how you have naturally occurring phenomena?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but in a digital age. So they design a system and it creates something within that system all by itself.
Okay.
So is this internet that we've created going to become this sort of organic digital thinking machine?
Oh, you're thinking like it becomes
like AI, basically.
AI,
yeah.
so independently thinking. Okay.
Would that scare you?
And then eventually we'll make robots, and the robot will eventually connect to the internet and all those stuff.
So basically the fridges are going to take over the world, is that what we're saying?
Maybe. That's a bit too exaggerating. Like,
sorry.
Yeah, a bit too exaggerated.
The toasters, are they going to take over the world?
No, like proper robots, like humanoid robots. Humanoid robots.
Humanoid robots. Okay, so artificial intelligence. That is a very interesting thing.
Oh, we have to leave.
Oh, it was just getting
Bye, camera. Bye, camera.
Bye. Lovely to see you. Bye. What's your name? Amaya. I'm Kate. That's Will. That's Rick over there. We're Talkaoke. What have you been to? Oh, so actually we were on it. Internet. Come and join us. We're literally about to dive into artificial intelligence and whether the fridges are going to take over the world. Is that ridiculous? Am I talking rubbish?
You could say that, but if you believe it, then why not? Because if you believe something, well, if you believe it, then believe it.
Exactly. So, what artificial intelligence, is that something we want to talk about? Do you know anything about that?
No, not really.
What would you like to talk about? That's the thing about the Talkaoke tables. We can talk about anything. What are you here to see? Have you been to anything interesting?
Yeah, I have. I've been to a science lab thing when I get a look at hearts.
Okay. Are you interested in medicine?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to be a doctor?
No, probably a math magician.
Do you know what I thought you said? I thought you said math magician.
Yeah, I did say math.
You did? Math magician, not mathematician.
No.
Okay, what's a math magician? Because that sounds
well, it's kind of mixed with a magician and a person who's really good at maths.
And what do you do? What's your daily routine if you're a math magician? What do you do when you get up in the morning?
Well, if it's invented by then, I will probably...
Are you the person who invented math magic?
No. Because in my class 3S, we watched a video a long time ago about this person who was a math magician kind of thing.
Okay, and what did he or she do?
So they would basically... So he would basically have...
I was hoping it was going to be a girl.
He would do really good maths.
Yeah.
So like he would do... I can't even explain it. It was really complicated.
So it was mainly maths?
Yeah.
Okay. Come and join us. We've just learned about a new job title, which is a math magician. How cool is that? And we're just learning what a math magician does. Come and join us. Come and sit down. You can say, ever heard of such a thing? No. I know, it's it's good, isn't it? Yeah. So, is it Amira?
Amaya.
Amaya, sorry. What's your name?
Sheila.
Sheila.
Rick.
Rick. Will. I'm Kate. Come and join us. Come and join us. Amaya's just telling us about maths.
That's my mum.
Yeah, she. Amazing. You can come and sit down and join us. So Math Magician is an excellent title.
Yeah.
So this person was it someone who was just like getting you excited about maths by doing really great fun maths things?
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's really good. I never got excited about maths.
Well, you should get excited.
I know, and I wish I had had a math magician in my life to get me excited about maths. Are you excited about maths?
I'm good at it because I did this thing called Kima with my nursery friend Rhea.
Yeah.
So and my friend Emma. So we're kind of the best people at maths in our class.
Right. Okay. Any good at maths?
Not too bad. Okay. I had a maths teacher.
Okay.
Who was brilliant.
Was she inspiring?
Yeah, she was perfect.
The thing. It's so amazing when you get a great teacher in something, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that like if you think back to school days? Is that the most inspiring teacher you can remember?
Yeah, definitely.
So your maths teacher is the
Sister
most
Kevin.
inspiring. Sister Kevin. That's confusing, isn't it? That's so confusing. It's that thing. Very good. Which Martin's back? Favourite teachers. Which subject? Who was your favourite teacher?
My teacher.
Your teacher. What subject?
He teaches maths, English, comprehension. And my other favourite teachers are probably my headmistress, Miss Davison.
So what makes a teacher good? What's the thing that inspires you?
So to make a teacher good, they have to be fun.
Okay.
They have to have a lot of experience in things.
Okay, so you have to trust that they know what they're talking about. Okay. Do you, sorry, what's your name, sir?
Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
My goodness, what a privilege to have you here. That's
Great pleasure to be here.
Very delightful. A luminary in the engineering world. So thank you so much for joining us. We're basically talking about right now about which teachers we remembered that inspired us. And one thing, we've got maths teachers. Do you, Sister Kevin, the maths teacher over here, was very inspiring. Mr. Were you a mister? Are you a mister? Or did you get any sort of plaudits? You were never knighted or anything, were you?
Unfortunately not.
That seems a bit of an oversight.
Yes.
Yes, but there we go. I imagine your engineering teacher was pretty inspiring.
Well, probably the most important teacher in my life was, of course, my father.
Okay.
A civil engineer, Mark Brunel, famous, of course, for building a tunnel, the first tunnel under a river, and in fact, of course, the River Thames.
But is that the Greenwich
From
Bridge?
Wapping to Rotherhithe.
Amazing. And that was a foot tunnel, was it?
Originally, well, it was conceived to transport goods from one side of the river to the other. The position being very close to the docks, of course.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, never really succeeded as a goods tunnel.
Okay.
Quite successful as a pedestrian tunnel.
But that's a massive thing, isn't it, to tunnel under a river? Ensuring, what year was that?
Well, it started in 1825.
Very good, well
done. And didn't actually get finished until 1843.
Okay, I can imagine it would take a while, wouldn't it?
Yes, and I nearly lost my life in the process.
You were working on the project with your father?
Yes,
Okay.
it was my first proper engineering job, and of course, one day the River Thames found its way into the tunnel.
It is pretty. I still get a little frisson when walking through the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. There's just this feeling of that weight of water up above you. It's extraordinary.
Best not to think about it.
Yeah, no, it is best not to think about it.
I mean, we were thinking about problems that need a solution earlier, and I'd just love to be that moment where, you know, your father would be sat there and go, we really need to build a tunnel under the river. Like, and how do you even go out sort of conceiving, being like, how are you going to go approach that? How's that going to go?
It's
And the
true.
system.
It's when the first,
do you know what I mean?
The first time something happens,
the first time it happens is always the most difficult time, isn't it? So how do you go?
From that moment on, there was a tunnel where other people could learn from the mistakes on that tunnel.
Right, yes.
Yeah, that first time, that inventing that very first time is pretty extraordinary. Yeah. So, inspirational teachers, that's one thing we've been talking about. We've been talking about engineering, math magicians. What were
You look like a magician. Because of your, the hat.
Is that a historically accurate hat?
I think it's actually a few inches shorter than the real thing.
No, really? That's a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, you know,
especially
fashion is fashion, isn't it? I mean,
I like them. I think we should bring them back.
Well, I'm just thinking when crouching down to go through small tunnels, it might. Or maybe it's an early safety helmet.
By and large, probably best not to take the hat.
No,
whilst,
okay.
Engaging.
Was this early health and safety, do you think? It was
Possibly, yes.
Could never hit your head with one of them. There we go. Sorry. Telling gags. Not good. Very good. What else would we like to talk about here? There are all subjects available to us. You have a subject. What would you like to talk about?
I was actually thinking about the subject, but I don't know if it's a good one.
Okay, doesn't matter. Let's try it.
Sweet flavours.
Sweet flavours. What's your favourite sweet?
Haribo's.
Oh, I think it's addictive. What is it in them?
I don't know.
They put something in that stuff.
See, we used to have like bonbons or like rhubarb and custard. Like, oh.
Old school. They might be from your era.
It's a bit like Marmite. Half the people went no, the other half went yes.
No? Good. Like it?
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say pear drops to you.
Pear drops?
There you go. They'll have been around in your time, pear drops. Yeah, I imagine so, yes. Haribo, do we need to explain that to you? No. Well, we won't go into it in detail.
What is this Haribo of which you speak?
Haribos are a type of sweet which are really nice. They can come in sour flavours, sugary flavours.
There we are.
Any flavour.
Come and join us. Come and sit down. Okay, we're talking about favourite sweets at the moment. But okay.
What about favourite beers?
Favourite beers? That's good. Oh, but when they back away in fear, we tend to stop. Stop harassing them. Oh yes. Okay.
There's a thing about beer which I'm not too keen on.
About what?
Beer. Apparently, I'm not too keen on how it's made.
Okay, what is it about it?
I was told, I think Daddy told me that it was made out of a raw fruit or something. A fruit?
Fungus. What type of fungus?
Is that the yeast?
The yeast, yeah.
Yeast. Oh, look at your shock here.
The thing is, sweets are made of lots of things, like the gelatin in like Haribo.
So don't want to get the ingredient list of Haribo.
If you look at the stuff that's in Haribo, you might go, oh, I'm not going to have one of those again.
Okay, let's talk about yeast, because yeast is in many of our food products. Let's name some yeast-based things. Bread. Do you eat bread?
Yeah.
Okay.
As we speak.
So, yes, exactly. So, yeast is a fungus, a naturally occurring fungus. Are you a scientist? No? Okay. What was it? You were trying to frighten her off beer, were you? By saying that there's mushrooms in it. What were you trying to do there, sir?
I can't really remember that. I don't know the context of it.
I'm not really a fan of beer, so I'm glad he told me that. Because whenever I see a person or a adult with beer, I just go alcohol alert, and then I just run away.
Very good move. Very sensible.
And I do this thing with my friend Lily. She's one of my best friends.
Okay.
We used to be BFFs, and we still are. So we do this thing. So we kind of like sneak in when it's break, because when it's really cold outside, we try and sneak in to the school. Because there's like this door which has a pass, and only the teachers have a pass.
Okay.
So like if there's a child walking by inside, we go knock on the door, and then they let us in. And then we're like, and then when the teacher comes.
Are you just telling us a story now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then me, Lily, and Thea, my other friend.
That's the point.
Yes, there has to be a point, because what we're having here, this is a conversation where you need to bring other people in.
Yeah.
So you need to work out how, maybe there's a question or a point where people can join in this conversation.
Yeah. So we creep to the library.
Yep.
And we stand by the door and we eat our snack. And then when the teacher comes, we just scream teacher alert, and we run out the door, leaving our friend Thea to get told off.
Friend is a very loose term. I'm not sure you're a very good friend there.
No, it's because we think that she's going to run with us. She just stays there like, why are you running?
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. So, Talkaoke people, what would we like to do discuss now. No, you and your stories.
I've got to say that listening to that story, it's incredible the detail you remember, and it makes me think, what would the world be like if adults' brains were as malleable as children's brains were?
No, it's true.
What sort of world would we be in? Would we be much more technologically advanced?
Do you think that our brains stop being malleable?
I think to an extent, yeah. I think as you get
Or do you
older.
think
I mean, I've got no science to back that up, but I'm hoping someone around the table does have some science to back.
What do you think, Sheila? Do you think your brain has become less malleable?
No, more.
No? Okay.
Also.
Do you think so? It's just. Do you think it's just habit that we maybe when we go beyond our education, we stop learning all the time, so our brain plasticity slows down?
No, I don't think it does.
No?
No, I don't think it does.
Okay.
I think it's maybe tradition, custom, society.
Because
Culture.
there is an idea that, I can't learn anymore. I'm set in my ways. I can't change now. These are my habits. Is that all rubbish?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
No. You have to have a lifelong learning attitude. So you can constantly be learning new things, running the marathon. You can do anything at any age.
Did you run the marathon?
Yeah.
Did you last week?
No, not last week.
You have run a marathon. Got it.
Twice.
Really? Amazing. How long did it take you? What are your times?
A very long time.
Like roughly?
Really, really slow. 5 hours and 40 minutes.
5 hours and 40 minutes is incredibly fast. What are you talking about? It would take me 3 days. That's fantastic. Isn't that impressive?
One of my teachers ran the marathon actually. His name was Mr. Miller, and he.
Do you remember how long it took him?
He hasn't told us yet, but he got this really nice shiny medal.
Very good. Did you get a medal?
Yep.
Excellent. That's amazing. Well done.
Yeah.
I think that's great kudos. Were you a runner before, or you just took that up in later life?
Never run anywhere before.
Amazing. How long
the
did you train
marathon.
for?
About 3 months.
Was it enough?
It was kind of, yeah. It just proves that anybody can do it. Absolutely anybody. If you follow the program of training, you can start from scratch.
It's feasible.
And you can turn yourself into a running machine.
Oh my God, I don't know if I could, but there we go.
You could.
Friend or foe? Friend, who's that? Oh, we don't know him. There we go. There we go. Ever run a marathon, Mr. Perkins?
No.
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 No. We are discussing all sorts of things here. Final thought before you go, Martin?
I haven't got one this time, really.
Okay. You blew our minds with the last one and told us you'd come back and explain it, but... I know, sorry, we were off on something else. There we go. Yeah?
Related to the point, do you think that companies now are engineering a younger workforce and not trying to allow people to learn and develop?
Sorry,
do you think technology companies are driving down the age of people and making people that are older feel less able to learn?
Because of the technology or because of their employment strategy?
Their employment strategy.
Okay.
Do you think they're less favourable to...
Does this come from a very specific experience?
No, I'm just asking the question. It's just related to what you're saying about... I was just relating the two things about, people are still able to learn. I believe they're still able to learn. I was wondering whether technology companies have a lower age.
Is that because their target audience is younger, or...?
I think it's just because they perceive there to be a more of a learning environment with younger people than they do with older people.
Okay, so...
That's what it is. Because now it's the thing where you used to program the VCR for your parents, didn't you? Yeah, now, well, there you are. So now when you actually get a new piece of technology at home, who's able to work it without the instructions?
I just sit on the calculator.
That's right, you do it. But it's been going on for ages, actually, because just to explain, I'm an alumni of playing an alumni of the college called Perkins, Sir William Henry Perkins. Now he arrived here when he was 15, FRS as well, no less. But he arrived here when he was 15, when it was Royal College of Chemistry, had a patent out on his mauve dye by the age of 18. So it's been going for years and years and years.
So But is it true that a lot of innovation happens at a certain time in life, and it is often a younger age that people do innovation? There seems to be a very productive effective age?
Well, if you look at the NASA scientists, for example, who sent people to the moon, most of them average age 24, 25, 26.
Really?
You know, and they're still on television and now look relatively young. The astronauts are a bit older, but the guys at the front, if you ever see the televisions, you know, and all that kind of thing at NASA control, so you had, you had flight command and right at the front was what's called, right at the front was a thing called the trench.
Oh, right.
And these guys were, the trench, they were absolutely imbued, knew everything you need to know about Newtonian physics.
Okay.
So much so that if there was a mid-course correction, they would get out and think, now I'm going to introduce a new word to you, 2 words to you, called a slide rule, right? But just to make sure they got it right, slide rule, they say, right, that's good. Just to check it, we'll put it through the computer. So the computers were coming on, the chips were coming on, all that was being done by young people then, you know, so yeah, you're the future, you know.
Right, well, yes, and yes, indeed. So, I think you're quite pleased about that, aren't you? I feel safe in your hands, definitely.
You took over from your old man, didn't you?
Exactly.
Yes, we were talking about him before, yes, indeed.
Nearly killed me, but yes.
Final thought before you go?
Final thought?
Next subject, dreams.
Dreams, excellent subject. Thank you for leaving us. We will put that out there for the table. Good luck, you two. Excellent. A final thought from you, sir?
Well, obviously my dream was to be a famous civil engineer, so...
I think you kind of pulled that off.
Exactly.
Sort of like the most famous.
Died young, but...
Yes, what age?
56.
What happened? Was it accidental?
Just worked myself to death, quite literally.
I've actually visited your tomb in Kensal Green Cemetery. So there we go.
That's very kind of you, thank you.
I don't know what to say to that. It's quite a parting shot. I don't think I've ever said that to anybody before. Very good. What would you
secret?
No, I don't. You've been there. What would you like to talk about? You've joined in on other conversations. Is there a subject you'd like to?
I quite like the ABBA reunion topic.
The ABBA reunion. I only heard about that today.
The Korean reunion is amazing.
Big reunions of the week. Korea and
big
ABBA.
reunions.
These are the things.
Yeah.
Do we have faith in the Korean reunion? Is it?
I've missed this. What's happening there?
North and South Korea summit.
Really? It's going well.
It's now going to be part of ABBA. And he's taking over from Beyond. And
there must be an ABBA pun title we can come up with there. Let's work on that one.
Well, I know this morning they were doing the weather forecast and they said, and it's going to be rain, this, that and the other, and they were looking down the list and thinking, oh, let's try and think of a suitable title for an ABBA song that might come. Well, surely Waterloo.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just obvious.
Obviously. Yes, so Kim Jong is joining ABBA.
Yes.
Oh, great gag. Well
you
done.
heard it here first at Imperial College. New research.
Oh, fake news.
Fake news.
All the way. Oh, no, final thought before you go. Thank you for the reunion thought, but yes, final thought before you go, Sheila?
Well, just...
Keep learning.
Yeah, keep learning.
Come and join us. Fantastic. Yeah, come and join us. Yeah. Oh, you can have a map, but you have to sit down and talk to us before you're allowed a map. Excellent, of course. Fantastic. Come and join us. You too. Come and join us.
Your children talk to you?
No, children talk to microphones. That's what this one's for. Yes. So you are
Will.
Will. You are
William.
William Perkins.
Ankish.
Alex.
Alex.
Garish.
Hi. And you're backing away in fear. Come and join us. We're starting a new conversation. We can talk about anything now. Dreams has been suggested. We've just talked about reunions, ABBA and Korea. Engineering, inspiring teachers. We've talked about that. We've talked about whether we're at the end of cash, whether digital money is the future and all cash will soon disappear.
A lot of us have ended with cash already.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Do you carry cash?
I'd love to.
If I had some.
But if I had some, I'd carry it. Yes, exactly.
Do you come and join
Ask my wife and daughter. They'll.
Have they got it all?
I'm gonna go.
Final thought before you go, Sir Perkins.
Just enjoy the day, and let's hope we get some weather. Nice weather, warm weather.
Yes, that's optimistic,
It's
isn't
cold.
it?
Yeah.
But there we are. The trees are out. The spring is springing. We're okay.
Keep in the purple. Okay.
Yes. Take care. Have a good day. Lovely.
Right, yeah.
So, what would you like to talk about?
Aeroplanes.
Aeroplanes. Have you been to the aeronautics department?
We just arrived, so.
Oh my God, there are so many things to see here. What do you love about aeroplanes?
That they're super cool.
They're super cool. Okay. Tell us something. Tell us your favourite aeroplane fact.
Concorde, I think.
No, that's not a fact. That's not a fact.
That's your favourite aeroplane, Concorde?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. One really cool fact about airplanes is that you see the jet of the plane.
Yeah.
If you fly to somewhere closer to your area.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're living in England and you want to fly to Germany.
Yeah.
Then the motor will be smaller, but if you that thing attached to the wing on the plane, it'll be smaller than the ones
small engine.
Yeah, small one. Then if you go to, let's say you're living in England and you go to Sydney or something.
So a long distance flight.
Yeah, you have
a bigger engine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So smaller planes. Do smaller planes take less fuel?
Smaller planes take less fuel. Yeah.
Okay, because the big thing is, one of the other things we were talking about earlier is fossil fuels. You know what a fossil fuel is?
Nope.
Petrol. Petrochemical stuff. Yeah? Planes need a lot of fuel. And we're going to run out of fossil fuels, so we need you to design some planes that are going to be the future of planes. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
you can attach solar panel on top.
There we
right?
go. Look, he's done it already. A solar plane. There are solar planes, aren't there?
Yeah, we should do to build more. I think get rid of this cheap aeroplane, fossil fuels, right?
Excellent.
Right?
Okay.
And you can.
So we've got self-driving cars. How would you feel about a self-driving aeroplane?
Whoa, that would be cool. That would be really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But there will be strings attached with that. You see, it's not. Still, you need some degree of control, isn't it? Because if you rely everything on technology, that's what's happening in Facebook. So you still need a control and regulatory thing.
Auto takeoff.
Have you not seen Airplane?
But they are already nearly
the comedy film.
But the problem, but then you lose the pleasure of driving it. You see, if you everything are autonomous, maybe you sit down, some robot will feed you. How are you going to feel it? It's something like that. So you don't want to end up in like an infinite stuff that out of control, and they'll take over you one day. Right?
So this is the fear of robotics. So
this goes back to when we said it's technology going too fast. All right, is there inventions being made that maybe we don't need?
Of course there are.
But so why do we invest time in them?
Useless inventions.
Yeah, okay. If you're talking technology, why you cannot harness, for example, why the climatic, all this, global warming happening, we can technology shut it down, all those things, rather than inventing what we have capable to do so already, right?
Yes.
Right? We can do the cool things, not the other way around, like, taking the control over it, making you greedy or something, right? Having a fashion of sometimes just first flash moment of life. Maybe you look another way around, to harness, for example, some of the troubles.
Someone was saying earlier that they created the first synthetic tree, hadn't they, or photosynthesis? Yes. So they'd managed to create sort of a symbiotic tree or something of that nature, where they could harness the power of photosynthesis through the technology they developed. So, that's pretty extraordinary. That's pretty phenomenal. But what would be the next step after that? What, in an ideal world, what invention would you like to be seen made that could help the planet?
I know.
But
you could create a. You know how you have like planes, which like flower stuff. Like planes which have like water and they like sprinkle it over flowers.
So like a plane that will. Hiya, come and join us. A plane that sprays things over crops.
Yeah.
So like they spray fertilizers or pesticides, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can also, and I've got another idea.
Okay.
You can create like a tourist car which will like drive around. So basically it'll be like a limousine. So you can fit in 10 people
Thinking
in.
of inventions. Think of some good inventions.
And there'll be like a robot talking thingamajigger. And it will be saying, so it'll be stopping at places and saying what it is and what it does and stuff.
Okay, so an automated tourist event.
Like a city tour bus, like an
automated. Yeah, that's good. So an invention starts from like you thinking of a problem that needs solving.
Do you have to do like an invention from space, or do you have
No, any invention at all. We talked about, someone before was saying they wanted a vacuum cleaner that went right into the corners. So that's pretty much domestic. That's nothing to do with space. So you can invent anything at all. Have you got any ideas?
Yeah.
What?
So like a jetpack that can turn into anything. Like it can like
a jetpack, so like you can fly.
Yes. No. Also, like if there's a shark threatening you, you can. There's a hammer button. So basically, there's a million buttons.
Okay.
And there's a hammer button that could. Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, is the hammer to hit the shark on the head?
Yeah.
Excellent. Any thoughts on an invention?
You could do a plane, but instead of stopping at one place, you could go to different countries, but stops like the tube.
Like the game.
Like the tube.
Like the tube?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get off en route.
Yeah.
So does it land, or do you just jump out when you get to the different countries?
It lands.
It lands, okay. You can parachute out, very good. Should I tell you what? I think I need to swap out.
Yes.
Sorry, I just swapped.
Let's do a swap.
We're just right. Stay here.
Stay here.
Will's going to jump in.
Alright. I want to see what these inventions are.
Yes.
Right?
I think you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use them.
So we're talking about lots and lots of different inventions, aren't we? Alright. No problem. Do you want to give us a final thought before you go? What are you going to see next? What do you want to go and see today?
I'm going to go and see the chemistry exhibition.
The chemistry exhibition. That sounds really exciting. And a session booked. Wow. I hope you enjoy the chemistry exhibition and come back and tell us what it's like later on. So let me just get in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing around. What we'll do.
Excellent. So you be thinking about some inventions. You guys are going to come back and tell us what you see, yeah? Brilliant. Fantastic.